Hello, all you delightful beings out there, and welcome to the stream. I am Razim, currently as Asher the Labramon. And today we are doing some Scar Dev up there in the upper right. And I just realized my hands weren't working. There we go. But yeah, up in the upper right, we've got stream work, DevTales stuff working for our SCAR system going on. In the upper left, we've got ducks because it's kind of required. Quack.
Quack.
And then over in the bottom left, we've got Wicked Whiskers working on art again. So for now, let's go ahead and get this brought up. The end of the month is coming up here so quickly, and I need to get the weapons done so they're part of the next update, because we've got a monthly release schedule basically of, stats and new features and whatnot becoming part of the system, and well, we can't exactly do that without we can't release the weapons with it unless they're done by the 1st. So yeah, that's where we're at. Need everything in Quackter? What? But yeah, as is normal for this these kinds of streams, not a huge amount of chatting is gonna happen. I'll respond to you guys, of course, and whatnot, but mostly it's gonna be kind of quiet, chill vibes. Just enjoy the music, enjoy the ducks, enjoy the art, and tolerate the document of text that you probably can't read very well being typed on.
Quack.
Quack. Oh, it looks like Whiskers is working on your favorite part there, Mala. Aw, that's
This is
shy
good.
little Chuckle.
It
Such a
is
cute
very...
little moth.
Wah. Oh, that is a very good piece of the body.
That's a good bug.
Wah.
Was that how you're supposed to respond to that?
Yes, and they should be smushed on the paws. Oh no, Whiskers. This is fun. Observing the paw.
Whiskers, he should be down under it. Hello there, Sly! Yes! Yes, you do.
Eh. Eh.
Great job, Whiskers. Great job. Oh yeah, that was a thing I was doing, Spooky. Alright, will do. Thanks for reminding me. Unfortunately, Orca already claimed the PC duck, otherwise I'd name that one Asher. I guess there is the mouse duck, but eh. There. One of the ducks has been named after Asher.
Hooray.
Alright. Pet them off.
Hey.
I will come back to that section there. What did I call it up here? Right, armor varieties, so this would be weapon varieties. That is correct, Spooky. That is correct. Hello there, Spaz. Good to see you. Hello there, Merle. I'm doing all right. How are you, Merle?
Joke.
Hello there, Lightning Dragon. Hello there, Orca. Oh, I know, Sly. It's gonna look so incredible when it's done. It's actually gonna be a new screen, a new animated screen for my streams.
Oh
Like this
yeah,
stream
that's gonna
here.
look great.
Yeah. Like this stream here, it's gonna be, it'll be my new starting soon screen for general games. As opposed to just starting up with you guys already seeing the border and all of this stuff.
Nice. Very nice.
Okay, my brain is just completely blanking on a third, medium weight weapon. Longsword, battle axe.
Mace?
Actually, I got a better idea. Longbow. Because I haven't mentioned any,
That works.
ranged ones.
Joke.
Hello there, Brian. And thank you for that suggestion. But I figured out what I wanted to go with. Well, hello, Brian. Yeah, it's unfortunate, but Kerr's apparently got a tradition for this. I mean, to be fair, Brian, with how hard Magna got slapped, there is that possibility.
Yeah, it was a big oof.
Um. Oh, what the hell is going?
What? Okay then.
Um.
That's a thing.
I am apparently attained Psyduck.
Well, that is brilliant.
Oh my god, somebody clip that, yes, please. I'm just sitting here lounging in my little beach chair here, and suddenly just that starts raising from the ocean. What even? This freaking game! Why?
All hail Psyduck.
Oh my god, this game has so many weird things to it.
Yep. Oh no, Whiskers.
Can it even be named?
Oh, please let it be so.
No, we cannot name Psyduck. But we all know in our
No.
hearts that it is Psyduck. Also, hi, Weirdy.
Agreed.
Though speaking of ducks, don't forget that duck icons are open.
Quack.
Quack. I thought for sure it was one of the event ones, like... But apparently no, it just decided...
Psyduck has deemed you worthy.
Oh yes, Candy, we did get a new plush last night. That is right, Jin. Don't forget that the 3D plushes are also open. They are $110 each. And you do get a the Blender file for it as with it. And of course, you get to have it added to the stream to drop on me. There, I have caught the plush.
How could you? You just wanted to see.
Oh my god, Whiskers. I hope he's going to stay there forever now. I hope so much he'll stay there forever. Oh, why did those not play the sound? Hopefully they'll play the sound now. Spooky, there's a difference between the plush and the animated talkie icon that you commissioned.
Yes, there is a Raijin plush. It is adorable. Whiskers animated. King Duck. Psyduck.
Whiskers.
It is great.
Oh, we've been making that joke, Orca. He's a ghosty goo. Oh, you want to see Raijin? Okay, well let me help redeem that. Oh, there it is. Caught him.
Hooray!
There you go. Probably the best I can get. Yes, bone-in jello. Exactly, Era. Oh yeah, Era, did you see the Psyduck? I know you redeemed card packs, but do you see this? Did you see it? Okay, okay.
It was glorious.
So, Rex?
Pause. Pause for a bit, sorry.
I think I shall be going now. I should go sleep so I can wake up early enough for Guild Wars 2.
Guild Wars 2 probably will not happen after all tonight, Beerus.
Ah, okay. Then I shall stay. No screwing my sleep schedule up today, then.
Alright. Back to work here. But yeah, hello there, Salt, if I didn't say hi. I think I did, but I don't know. The ADHD is always strong, Orca. It is always strong. Huh, that was a weird little dip of internet. Yeah, sorry guys, my net seemed to have a slight hiccup. It turns out being on business class internet definitely does help, though.
Right.
Yeah, we switched over to the business variety of internet this week. Mostly because it would save us money. At least for the first year, then it's going to skyrocket. But at that point, we'll switch back to residential. And, you know, with business, it comes with, you know, slightly better service. More reliable service. I am working on the SCAR system, Gib Gab, and I'm doing well. How are you? Oof.
Quack. You know, I'm always confused when documents are like, AXE is not a valid, spelling. For axe. But it's like, I have never seen an axe written as just AX. And yet they always try to correct it to just AX.
Correct, Gib Gab. Correct. I know it's technically a British versus American English spelling thing. However, I've never seen an American write it as AX.
I have never seen it written without the E either. This is strange to me.
Yeah.
I did not even know this was a thing until now.
Yeah, it's... I don't think it's actually a thing. I've...
Merriam-Webster apparently says it's a thing.
Yeah, but Merriam-Webster also says AXE is the same thing. Okay, Google, what the fuck?
What did Google do?
Let me show you. I do a search for AX. What does it bring up? AXE. Axe. And yet you're the one that's wanting me to correct it on the Google Docs. What the fuck?
Oh, Google. To be fair, it's from a Wikipedia page, but yeah.
To be fair, I think we can blame the French for a lot of that stuff.
As a Brit, I say let's blame the French for everything.
I know in France, back in the old days, their scribes were paid per letter. And so that's why so many French words are just nonsensical drastically longer than they need to be because the scribes were also coming up with the words themselves.
Yup.
So it's like, okay, guys, we need to come up with a word for yes. All right, so we get paid per letter, so let's just throw every single vowel in there. No, it's not actually every single vowel, but you know what I mean. And while I don't know this for sure, but I believe that English took some of their prompts from French for that. You know what? I'm looking it up. Okay, so I looked it up. Why are there so many U's in English words? First off, Google decided to bring up Google Translate and translate why are there so many U's into Japanese for some reason. But yeah, whereas British dictionary compilers opted merely to record established usage, which tended to favor French-looking words, hence the superfluous U, early American dictionary compilers, notably Noah Webster, felt that simplifying the spelling, such as color or meter without the U's, would aid literacy and create a distinct American identity. And I will disagree about Gray being the, Grey being the superior spelling. Because if you look at it, Gray makes more sense phonetically. Okay, GibGab, I mean, I will say Gray with an E has been feeling more natural to me as well, but that's more because, well, posting art to E621, they use the British spelling of Gray. So when I'm tagging, you know, like Asher here with Gray Fur and such, I go with, I have to go with the E spelling. But I still believe, I still strongly think that AY is the proper way to do it because, well, you're getting an A sound out of the word. Why would it be E in there? Oh, that would be so nice, Orca. I will say the duck pond does need some chemicals in there, some chlorine. Because occasionally I get a glimpse below the surface of the water. And that thing's got some gross stuff floating around in it. I'm trying to find one that I can get that view with. Where's my diving duck? This one should let me look underwater at some point. Ah. Oh, never mind. Where's... They get blasted out of the... Oh, there they are. Oh my god, there's an echo to it. There you go. Okay, apparently this pond doesn't have quite as nasty of water. I know the one up there, definitely, I see green stuff floating around in it. Oh, you're fine, Gib Gab. Though it's been a while since I've had a good Gib Gab ranting voice. Well, Orca, I would definitely say that everybody would indeed love to have a universal international language. I would very much argue that. The problem is that everyone wants their language to be that international language. English-speaking countries want English to be that language. China wants it to be Mandarin. Japan wants it to be Japanese. Spain and Mexico want it to be Spanish, etc., etc. It's not that people don't want it, it's that people can't agree on which one it should be.
And so we took over the world and chose for them. You're welcome.
I will say, English is probably the most dominant one there is. Yeah, the British definitely did lay the foundation. And yeah, America made it the current global language. Because, well, we made the internet. So, of course, the internet's going to be predominantly English. I know there's a lot of other countries that have courses that are actually mandatory to learn other English purely because of the fact that the internet is mostly English. Well, you see, Geeman, Zimglish, just like ZST, are dynamic things that operate off of whatever my current situation is. So you see, I only speak English, so therefore Zimglish is English. And I'm currently in Central Time, so ZST is now Central Time. You mean, Britain? I mean, Britain basically decided to just secede from the world.
We ruled the world, decided, this is boring, got rid of slavery, and then went back to our island. You're welcome.
I wouldn't exactly say that you guys decided it was boring. I would definitely say you guys got your asses kicked and then decided to go back to your island with your tail between your legs.
Nah, we just got bored.
Everyone, the British propaganda machine at work.
I don't know what you're on about.
It's okay, little misguided moth. We'll educate you someday.
How can you educate me? I already know the truth.
I cometh hither.
Oh, still no computer?
What?
Oh, it sounds like you're on a phone.
Oh, it probably swapped my default device.
Oh,
Hey, till Darius.
Alright, how about now?
that's much better.
Yeah, no, it just, it decided to swap my default device, which is, my headset, which I don't have in a microphone, like, thing for, so it's just picking up ambient noise.
Ah. Alright. So... I cannot remember what we were discussing about the min power and min experience. I understand the max power and max experience for weapons, but I cannot remember what we were discussing about the min actually meaning.
Okay, so basically to have variants, because, you know, not to have all weapons just be the exact same, you could have a higher quality weapon or a lower quality weapon that's still in the same tier. So, like, let's say, here, let me actually get the shit, because I have this somewhere. I have this. Okay, so, like, let's say you have a tier 2 light weapon. That could have a max EXP potential anywhere between 30 and 60, depending on the quality of the make. For min power, that's even without upgrades, that's just what that weapon swings for. Without investment, that is the minimum power of that weapon when you're proficient in it. Otherwise, it just goes by improvised weapon rules, because you're effectively using an improvised weapon. So, like, a tier 2 medium weapon has a minimum power rating of 4, which means it starts at power 4 when you're using it without investment.
Okay. So that is the starting power of the weapon.
That is the starting base power, yeah.
And it does
Like
not require experience outside of, you know, getting the proficiency for the weapon. Okay.
Yeah.
Actually, Neo, we're working on new rules to the system. Okay, so I was writing that correct. Could you read over what I've written so far and let me know what you think? It's on page 41.
Yeah, sure. Give me a second, because I just heard my follow sound, so I'm trying to see who just followed me. Someone just followed me. I want to thank him, but it also decided to reset my my alert box stuff, so now I don't have alerts.
Don't forget, everybody, plushies are $110 each if you would like to get yourself a plushie that can be dropped. You do get the Blender file with it.
Yes, give Sims artists more money. They need it. Give all the monies. Mahaha.
I mean, I will say Conrad's in a really bad spot right now. So, yes, he could use that help.
My OBS is spooked. I don't know why. Oh, it's because it decided to update. Whatever, I'll go back to that. Or whatever. I'm just gonna start looking at which exactly section are you on?
Weapon power is this section I want you to read through, page 41.
Okay. A list of... I'm gonna reload my page because it did not update. Also, Gib Gab, first of all, you are cute and a good boy. Second of all, I have not actually played the new Vicky 3 DLC, although I do play Vicky 3. Alright, yeah, now it updated. Alright, while moves can grow exponentially, limited only by your own strength, ones are a bit more finite in their capability, require a bit less to really utilize their full potential. This is where minimum power and maximum power come into play. The starting power of a weapon varies from one weapon to another. This is set by your storytelling when the weapon is made, but it sets the power that anyone picking up the weapon can benefit from, provided they are proficient with it. The starting point is usually equal to or slightly above the minimum power of the weapon's weight and quality. On the other end of the spectrum is the maximum power of the weapon. This is the highest limit without feats or storyteller exception that you can get a weapons powered to with experience points. Yeah, I'd say that's pretty good.
Okay, cool. And then the minimum, so the min XP potential and the max XP potential.
Yeah.
What were those exactly again?
So, the minimum XP potential is the minimum maximum XP that you can, like the potential for the weapon that it can hold. That is equal to the max power of a weapon of its type and tier. So let's say I have a tier 2 light weapon. It has a minimum XP potential of 30 because that is the exact amount of XP needed to, get it to 6 power. The maximum is double that.
So, are storytellers going to be setting a number between those, or is that just where... Like, say you give Dart a dagger. It's a light tier 2 dagger. So you could maybe set it to 2 to 4 for power, and then 40 to 50 for experience potential? Or
Yeah,
is it just going to be the flat what's on the table?
No, it's a range. So
Okay.
it goes between minimum and maximum. So like, you could get a weapon. It basically part of the part of the interaction here is that a well-made and fully realized weapon of the previous tier is going to be have a higher maximum XP potential than the minimum of the tier above. So, like, if you look, a medium tier 1 weapon has a max EXP potential of 80, and a medium tier 2 has a minimum of 60. So, like a well-used, upgraded, and like well-made tier 1 weapon can be better than a tier 2 weapon in terms of XP.
Okay, but
Because, yeah, it is a range between that. So you could have a shittily, quickly made tier 1 dagger that has 20 XP potential. And then you could have, like,
one sec,
a really
I got a
well-made...
Rex out here.
Hey, I see a spooky. A sky, and a Seda, and a Ren. Hey, Weasel.
Oh, you haven't seen anything yet.
Who does... Nobody's died out of the nowhere. One has a face. That's a giant king duck.
It's Poseidon.
Yeah, it's Poseidon. I was literally sitting here, it randomly put me in the chair here, and I just hear this random music start playing, and I'm like, what the hell is going on? And I start looking around, and this just is slowly raising out of the water.
Epic.
And now we have Poseidon.
Truly epic. That's cool. Talk to you real quick.
Alright, I need to talk to Rex real fast. I'll be right back.
Alright.
Okay.
Also, Gib-Gab, I may have chosen a little bit of violence, but I can kind of do what I want, so...
How dare no violence. Quack.
Besides,
Everyone
I
must
don't
quack.
exactly think that it's choosing violence to, call Gib-Gab cute, because that is what he is.
No, those are definitely fighting words. That is violence.
What? It's not like I called him a good boy.
Fair, but still. You know what you're doing, you know those are fighting words.
But Gib-Gab isn't allowed to fight me.
And that's why you're choosing violence. Who said violence had to be a fight?
I mean, I'm pretty sure that that's encapsulated with saying that there's going to be violence.
Hey there, Key. And what did I
Hi,
miss
Key.
here?
Hello, Sorara Bam.
Oh, I was calling Gib-Gab cute, and Mala was deciding to try and, cover and fend for a fellow cute bottom.
Where?
Ah.
But, yes, because we wanted there to be a little bit of overlap between the different tiers, it does act as a range between minimum and maximum, but it does mean that a well-made and, potential realized version of a previous tier can be better than a shitty starting version of the next tier.
Okay. So, basically, when a weapon is made, whether crafted or bought from a store or whatnot, the storyteller will set its max, it'll have its starting power, which is at least the minimum power, and then the storyteller can set its max power that you can upgrade it to, which will be up to the max power. And then the same goes for the experience potential, right?
The experience potential is just the range. It's just, here's the minimum the range can be at, and here's the maximum the range can be at. At least by standard. You can break it if you want to, but that's the recommended range, effectively. So it won't start at, having used 20 XP.
Oh.
It's just,
Okay, yeah. So, yeah, it'll start at 0, but basically the storyteller will set a max XP potential then, correct?
Yeah. It's just
Okay.
yeah. They set the XP potential of the weapon,
Okay.
which is the maximum XP that can be on effects with that weapon.
All right. I think I'm good and understand that then. Sweet. I wanted to make sure that that was, like, what I was thinking was correct, but I couldn't remember for sure.
It was. Alright, I'll be right back.
Hey there, Ran.
Alright, I'm back. Also, did you ever end up looking at the whole list thing that I ended up writing in a bunch of shit on?
This one?
The keyword, the tag/keyword sheet.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've got that.
Yeah, I wasn't too sure about some of these costs. But like, you know, the basic upgrade section, I went ahead and filled in at least those. I didn't want to fill in the entire thing just because I didn't know what we were thinking about for a baseline here, you know.
I definitely want some more descriptions on these.
Okay.
Even ones that even ones that are pretty self-explanatory, I'd appreciate a description because I will probably link to this list for kind of like we were doing with the moves until I get to the just because I'm not going to have enough time to make a table and fully detail all of these before the end of the month, and I want this as part of the next update.
Okay, Era, did you hear that? Oh god.
I shall be going now. It is gone 2 a.m., so I should be going to bed. It is
Okay.
bedtime.
Hey, Era, guess what? We get to have our tag/keywords document linked and publicly visible, and we need to finish it before the end of the month.
Love you both!
Yeah. Carsus, you're saying that like that's going to stop us. Right, that is not going to stop us.
I mean, to be fair, for the most part, on a lot of these, it's, you know, pretty simple to write in.
Well, yeah, but also just, you know, our formatting is shit. We had a bunch of undecided stuff that we were debating on whether or not... Oh, boy.
It is so I will be linking it, but it is going to be specified that this is the work in progress thing. It's going to be put into the main document.
Okay, Eric, because I was about to be copying in a scar formatted sheet real quick just to be like, oh hey. Copy to existing spreadsheet shared with me.
Can I edit this? Yes, I can. Cool. Let's see. Open. Oh, some of these should also be, you should also have a category for light, medium, and heavy.
Yeah, I know. We're going to be changing this into a scar key doc. Anyways, if you look down at the bottom, I've already copied and emptied the move name thing, and there's going to be some signifiers and stuff.
I'm adding my own on this. Oh, did the UFO come and steal the cow duck again? It likes to do that. Because, yeah, some of these things some traits I do want available only to light, medium, or heavy. For example,
yeah.
Versatile, which I just added, is for medium weapons, where with that trait they get +2 to power when used two-handed.
Okay, so if you're bastard sorting it, cool, gotcha.
Ahoy, ahoy.
Hey, what? Hey, Arrow.
Yo, yo, yo.
Come on. Let me get in there and duplicate the sheet.
I
Also,
did
your
also
Ben-
put a copy
Good.
thing down at the bottom of the thing we used for moves, although I get the feeling we're going to tear that up and repurpose it. But, like, hey, at least it's the same thing as Scar, and it'll have the Scar thing at the top left, same as all the others.
I will say it does not need to be formatted perfectly.
No, it does not. But this is going public.
Yep.
It is only temporary until I get the opportunity to actually, you know, put it into the main dock. Ow!
Jim and underscore cheered with 500 eggy bitties, tactical anvil inbound.
Ow!
There, I just made a copy. I'm gonna leave it as whip. I'm gonna named whip. But there's the back end copy, so we got a copy of this now. Oh man, formatting this. Oh shit. By the way, Zim.
I love you both.
Zim.
Yes?
Do you want to know my favorite math formula is revenge?
No?
It's x equals negative b plus or minus the square root b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. It has a potential of 2 answers.
Oh?
Both can be correct. Both can be wrong.
I love quadratics.
Right. And it was the thing that pissed off my dad because it's what I used against him to prove that mathematics doesn't always have one right answer, and he is wrong.
That's like how I clowned on one of my math teachers for saying give 110%.
I mean, technically, you could take a sample of your blood and throw it in a petri dish, and parts of you probably will continue to grow for a little while. So if you do that enough, there is a potential for there to be 110% of you.
At least not alive at the same time. Well, not alive and actively doing something.
Yeah, but you could probably dump 110% of yourself onto something.
Well, again, not while it's actually alive.
How did we want to correlate this spreadsheet? Did we want to rip it into 2 categories, or did we want to leave it as one?
What I was going to do is the only real separation I was going to make was magical and mundane.
I definitely want to... I like the idea of the weapon and armor traits both being on that list. I'm planning to put, you know, do a section of weapon and armor traits instead of separating them out because, well, there are some that apply to both weapons and armor.
Yeah, like a punch shield thing. But, no, that's why I'm saying the only real separation I was thinking about was, magical and mundane.
That makes sense, then. That's absolutely easy to do. Did we want to go over the remaining things we have yet to decide if they're going to be magical or mundane really quickly? Or did you want to do that another time?
I think we could run through that real quick, at least.
Yeah, we got about 45 minutes.
Yeah. Alright,
I would also say maybe add a third category for shields. Because I feel like shields are different enough from weapons and armor to have their own category.
I thought that was just going to be added onto the piecemeal armor system.
No,
At least the defensive effects.
I would say I feel like shields should be their own thing. They are both a weapon and an armor. So, you know.
Well, in
If we
that
make
case,
them-
we could just give it some, like, attack potential and say that if you use it as an attack, you lose its defensive bonuses for the round until your next turn. Because, like, if you have a shield extended and, like, hitting someone with it, like, it's not doing that much to protect you if you're actually using it as an attack.
Well, yes, but I still think that we should... Like, that is a great way to handle them, but they would have to... They can have their own traits. Like, for example, I could very easily see shields being able to apply protected. not at range or anything, but like 5 feet away, they can do that. Thank you. Like you can specifically utilize your shield to apply protected to yourself or somebody right next to you, kind of thing.
Well, if we got, that sounds like something we're gonna have to touch later. If you're giving us only 2 days, basically, to parse this out.
Oh, shields are not going to be part of this update yet. They'll be for the next update cycle. I'm just saying you should plan for it now.
Okay. Well, in that case, let's just go through and figure out what is, magical or mundane.
Gotcha. Do we want to delete the ones that are going away for sure out of this one, since we got a backup with?
I'm fine with that.
All right. Let me go ahead and.
I'll actually just.
Do you want to hide or just delete?
I'm just deleting those
Okay.
because we have the side thing. So like.
Yep.
Oop. I'm gonna back up one more time just in case. Okay.
I'll just let you do it. Apparently, it
Yeah.
doesn't like it when we both do it.
Yep.
Let's see. We also have the white marked ones that we could probably delete, because those are ones that we are not doing right now, correct? And the blue ones are ones that have other effects.
Blue ones are ones that have a comparable effect. Yeah.
Yeah.
So. I say we have the backup whip, so we could just delete everything that's not
Yes.
going in there.
Yep. Oh, hold on. I forgot to feed my cat. That's why he's in here meowing at me.
I mean, Key, that is all, well, that is perfectly fine with me. We're working on multiple different parts of the system that are getting us towards that finish line as a whole.
I mean, if Zim wants creatures out of me, somebody just has to go back and watch, like, either of my campaigns and just start ripping, because there's a bunch of monsters I just made up. I just don't remember them all. Though a lot of them are Cronenbergian messes. Yellow was going to be...
Yellow was we kind of have this as a separate thing already that was going to be like it is something that already exists either in the base rules or as like upgrades that already exist, like, like reach.
Okay, I'm just going to instantly mark all of those as mundane and
Yeah.
magical.
Yeah.
Cool.
I think brace hack or maybe not brace, but the three base damage types, the mundane.
Yep. Let's see. Flawed and pristine can both be mundane, because those are. Terrifying can be both, I think.
Yeah, both.
Elegant, I would argue both.
Yep.
Crude is mundane.
Yeah, I'm about to say you can't really have magical ugliness. That'd be more just getting magical terrifying on it.
I mean, if you really want an ugly weapon to be magically enchanted, sure, but who, why? Integrated could probably be both. Grappling
Yep.
could probably be both.
Yeah.
Relay, I think, would be magical.
Yeah, I'm about to say that's magic only.
All right.
Deflection and sundering.
Deflection is probably magical. Sundering could almost be argued both.
I could argue with both, because like an axe would be good at sundering normally, or like a hammer would be good at sundering mundanely. But
Mhm.
like, you know, if you want to like cut through anything, that'd be also a magical like sundering thing to like ruin armor if you touch it or whatever.
Yeah.
Blast is both.
Prepared setup. I think that's magical.
Well, because this is also for things like cannons.
Then both.
Yeah.
Do we got any others that are blank without me having to make this into a table and make a mess? Nope, that covers those. We just need to cover our weapon armor accessory. We can. Do we want to add the shield now?
Thinking about it. Because, like, on one hand, I want to say get it over with. On the other hand, we have more than enough to do.
We can just add it and leave it blank for now.
Yeah, but it's gonna be a mixed system anyway, so...
Oh, that's true. Also, that'll mess up the whip. So no,
Yeah.
not right now.
Yeah.
We'll deal with that in the whip side of things. Okay. Let's cover tiers. Are there any that we need to revisit?
I know that for tiers and all that, I had basically gotten down to reload, and like that's when I had stopped working on the tiers.
Okay, we'll start at
Everything above that is already tiered out.
we'll start at deflection then. Do we want early access to deflection?
Well, I think first what we should do is make sure to write down exactly what it does, so that way we can...
Okay, let me get my English fixer up and running. Because deflection is a magical bonus to AC, more or less.
Yeah,
generally
to
speaking.
your evasion on ranged attacks, I believe it was. And then I believe brace was the melee version of that, right?
Yes.
Yeah, which we have to change because that's already a mechanic.
Yep. Let me see. Where did? Sundering is
So, brace, we could always call it something like, fortify.
Fortify would be good.
Trying to think about any other good things. Gird. I never get to say that word. I think like fortify is probably our best bet. What do you think?
I'd be fine with that. If we hate it later, we can change it. I think I worded common correctly. You might want to double check that. Common, a product that is available a product that is available so widely that is not only easy to obtain but easy to defend against. If everybody has a dagger, everybody knows to protect themselves from a dang dagger.
Hey there, Obscenity. Right now, I am working on the Scar system, our custom tabletop RPG system, for playing as all sorts of creatures. Meanwhile, we've got Whiskers in the bottom left there working on art. In the upper left, we've got ducks because they're just fun. And we have obtained Psyduck. He's over there, you know, Psyduck. And the two envoys here with me, Taldarius and Era, are also working on the Scar system, but a slightly different part of it.
Yeah.
How do we want to word this? Go ahead.
So, I don't think we should say easy to defend against. I think we should more phrase it like easy to, like, you know what it does. Like, it is very easy to know what a dagger does if everyone has one. Maybe you aren't familiar with how to defend yourself against it, but you definitely know what it does.
Blast
Like-
is... Yeah. Nope, I got that update in there.
Yeah. Oh, up. Okay, blast. Yeah.
Yep, Blast, is this something that we want... Is Blast only going to be sphere radii, or is this going to be also cone and line?
It could be shaped, I think. Do we want it to be shaped?
Something else that we may want to put in. First off, Blast. Yeah, I'm good with that being shaped. It can be any of the three shapes. But something else that we may want to put in is stuff that's specifically ranged and specifically melee. Because, again, with weapons, that's something that, I don't think you're going to really be able to use versatile on a bow, because it already requires two hands.
Where's my whip? I'm going to add this note to the whip page. I did give you access already, by the way, Taldarius.
Alright, cool.
Will you give me access as well, please?
You already have it.
Ah, okay.
Alright. I got that note in there. Let's see. I'm going to skip the yellow ones. Oh, goodness. Alright, here's fast. A property that allows the user to move faster with it may reduce penalties on movement or multi-attack. That sound about right?
I didn't know if we wanted it to actually affect movement. I thought it was just the multi-attack.
If it's just, do we want to have it in armor? Is it on armor right now?
It's not.
Okay. Yep, then...
I mean, we could put it on armor and have it affect movement speed. But we'd also have to make sure to note that, like, you know...
We can sideline that for now if we want to
Yeah.
put it on armor.
Yeah, because I don't think it matters too much for it being on armor at this express moment. Because we're just more worried about the whole enforcement at this moment. So for prepared setup, I just put how many actions it takes before the item can be used.
Gotcha. That's fine. All right. All right, for Unbreakable, I threw in this item as more difficult, if not impossible to break. Key phrase, if.
I think you're working on the private copy right now.
Snapple. I am. There we go.
All right.
Piercing is an item is more likely to break through enemy defenses.
What it does is it just straight up reduces the, you know, integrity of the opponent by X amount for the purpose of this attack.
Yeah.
So like if it is penetrating 2, it ignores 2. It doesn't reduce it. This is, you know.
Hey, Cosmo.
Oh, ignores.
Yeah. Because if it says reduces, they'll think it like sunders their integrity until like their next turn.
Which would be funny, but
no.
that's a boss mechanic. Get that out of here.
The reload rating is how many standard actions it takes to reload the weapon. Or how many reload actions you have to take, I guess.
Yep. An item with this property needs to be reloaded, and a number of actions to reload.
Yep. So if, like, you know, you have a revolver, it would have limited ammo 6 and probably, like, reload 2 unless you had a speed loader, which would be reload 1.
Yep.
I know we said we wanted to standardize impact, hack, and impale. But, like, also that...
Yes. To
I know that...
slashing, piercing, and bludgeoning.
Okay.
Did we want to give the special or give the bonus things special names, or did we want to leave those?
What bonus things?
Did we want to keep the hacking, impacting, what have you? Did we want to keep those names as special modifiers for any reason?
I could certainly see those.
I'll throw them all at the bottom.
Yep. It's an Encha.
Hello. Yeah, hack, impale, impact, I could see them being honestly more along the lines of flavor rather than you know, actual big buffs to them, but
I was thinking more that, like, you know, in order to get, like, you know, maybe this or that thing, if it wouldn't thing, you'd have to have one of those modifiers on it.
A pre-modifier.
Yeah, it's like a pre-modifier where, like, oh, hey, you want to get... Fuck it, I don't know. Let's say you wanted to get penetrating on, like, something, you need to have, like, a fucking advanced type or whatever you... Well, I don't know what to call it, but, like, you know what I mean?
A pre-qualifier.
It's like a prerequisite, yeah, pre-qualifier.
It could also be useful as a magical bonus damage. Like, you don't just have your 4-power hammer, you got your 4-power hammer with impacting 4.
Maybe not tonight.
I see the ducks have made their return.
Quack.
That's so many ducks.
oh, you haven't seen the best one. We have obtained Psyduck.
The best duck is not the one that is on fire in liquid.
That's pretty impressive, but look at Psyduck.
Oh. I thought that was just part of the background.
No. We cannot actually name Psyduck or select him or anything. But yeah, I was literally sitting in this chair here, because, you know, letting the camera control where I wind up. And suddenly music started playing, and I'm like, what is going on? And I look around, and suddenly I look over here, and it's like, this thing is just slowly rising out of the water.
Oh. This is a lot more than I expected from Rubber Duck Simulator.
I know.
The Plastic Duck Simulator has a bunch of Easter eggs and secrets and puzzles as well that are hidden all over the place.
Oh no!
Guess?
Sushi Duck, come back!
Oh, bye, Sushi Duck. How do you want to word elegant?
Escaped.
Oh, what'd you say?
I said, how do you want to word elegant? I can't think of
No,
English.
I was asking Digi what he said.
Oh.
I was just noticing that one duck has escaped and is drifting towards Psyduck.
Yes? Oh,
All
Cosmo's
right.
emitting fault. All right, there we go.
Also, if I may ask about what has been posted in art, cookies of magical character growth?
What?
Oh, from some shade shenanigans.
What has been occurring?
That happened a while ago.
Oh. Was this before or after you were going to play the Pokemon like a xylophone?
That was after. I beat the shit out of some dumbass follower of a God of Despair, and then the God of Despair came by and rewarded him with cookies.
Ooh.
Both of those happen in the same episode.
Yeah.
I can tell because it says also episode 22.
Yeah, because basically what happened is the god also gave him a berry that could like self-replicate and would cure status conditions. But it was a pecha berry, so he knew it would definitely cure poison. So he ate one of the cookies and then immediately ate one of those.
Oh,
Because it was the only way he was ever going to eat that cookie.
okay.
He had an anti-poison berry on standby that he immediately also ate.
So I guess once pecha berries become prolific, Shade might actually begin consuming.
Yep. It made him no longer like look like he's starved. At least in that one. In Starlight, he still looks like he's completely starved.
Fair enough.
Because at that point, they were different people.
Last Hope is a wild setting.
It is. Unfortunately, I must wait another week to continue to inflict Fuko with Shade's presence.
Okay.
Yeah, I know. I was kind of bummed when Kerr was like, "Hey, I really want to cancel the game so we can do so he can do his tradition with Final Fantasy." And then Raijin pointed out that with those cancellations, that'll make the 900th episode line up with the 8-year anniversary, and it's like, score. But this also, of course, means Tau. Starlight and Ascent to Ascend have to happen.
I try to have them happen.
Murder anyone that gets in the way.
I guess I'll be available if headcount is the problem. I guess.
The head count is not going to be the problem. The problem is my goddamn family.
Yeah.
You are.
Be right back. Execute.
Yeah, I think today's going to be an all-day Dev Tales outside of the Lost in Chaos side game.
Okay, well, congratulations, because I am about to go and pass out, so...
No, that's fine. I'll be working on it after, session. But at that point, it's still going to be putting in the table and writing out all this stuff. So much work to do. Not enough time. Not with this new monthly update schedule. I guess we could potentially just push out the update a couple of days. But I don't know if people would be happy about that.
Especially not after we just announced that we'd be doing that and then immediately breaking it.
Yeah.
Well, I suppose do tell me if there's anything in particular that you want to test. We are in a dungeon, and we're probably going to be in one for a good long time.
Actually, what we're working on right now are weapons. So,
Ah,
yeah.
It's kind of hard to have a dungeon test those.
Not when, not when Skrill's in the dungeon and has his weapons.
Well, yeah, but you know what I mean, like, for having Digi do things with it.
Neo, yes, the dungeon does have a dragon. In fact, it's got 4 of them. However,
taking
those...
some liberties since none of them are innately dragon type except for Squirrel.
Okay, it's got 1 actual dragon and 3 that really should be considered dragons. But, none of them are enemies.
I can type swap.
You what?
Also,
I can type swap.
Also, Raijin, look, all I gotta say in relation to Shade's evolution, you gotta remember, obviously it was the crystal that was just defective. He could totally get big. He just had a defective crystal. He no longer has a defective crystal, at least. The downside is he also no longer has a crystal.
There are so many jokes I want to say right now.
I'm totally not phrasing things in a specific way.
Something, 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 hashtag ace problems. If your crystal makes you bigger or too big for 4 hours or more, please consult a physician.
Anyways, I'm gonna go. Oh, 1 second, Raijin. Why would I be glad that you didn't? I love seeing your art. Anyways, I'm gonna go eat something and then pass out.
Go to bed.
Sleep well.
I will touch mechanics tomorrow and get those parsed out best I can while I'm at work. If I get any breathing room, which I may or may not, I don't know what's going on tomorrow right now.
On the plus side, I'll have all of tomorrow evening to work on this shit.
Oh right, I don't run my game tomorrow either, so I might actually be able to join you on that. Cool.
I mean, I might do it with you guys too. I don't have any real plans for starting out tomorrow's stream.
All right, cool. Hopefully, I get out of work early. We've been kind of dead this week, so that'd be nice.
And at least, you know, when we do crunch, you know, the boss is involved on this crunch as well.
Hey, Era, did you know we get paid apparently?
We get paid?
I don't get paid. But eventually you will.
Eventually.
Oh right, you should probably work on the contracts this weekend.
Not this weekend because, you know, gotta finish all this up, but...
Monday, I'll get on you on Monday.
I have no idea what I'd even write for the contracts. I don't know what would be a fair share and stuff.
Well, discussions to happen and get something baseline down at least. Possibly, what is that called? NDA? Even though it's open source?
Yeah, I was about to say, I'm not sure an NDA is really gonna do much when it's like, all of this is public.
Yeah, and we can't put in a non-compete either.
Yeah, those are no longer legal.
For good reason, thankfully.
Yeah.
Too bad there isn't a way to legalize don't be a shithead if you leave the project.
Yeah. I mean, I can at least put in as part of it that, hey, if you give ideas, they are now the property for the SCAR system or something along those lines for wording.
Something, something, something. You can't turn around and copyright any of this.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Now
Question.
Answer.
What does the SCAR system say about improvised weapons? Because their wood beams are being dropped. If someone wanted to, they could just pick one up and start whacking things with it.
It would probably count as always a tier 1 of the same category, but with the, what I would say the crude modifier, or a keyword or tag or what have you. I don't think we ever officially named it. Property, which is in the sheet that Zim will put in later. But basically, a crude weapon is a hastily made or badly made weapon that will likely have negatives to something.
Fair enough.
So it's a slapdash thing, and it does the job. But it's slapdash, and it does the job. Never said well. Yeah, me and Taldarius started a keywords
Fair enough.
and or traits thing
Yes.
a while ago, and apparently today Zim's like, we want to publish this on the 1st, and we're like, okay.
I personally thought it was fine, pretty much fine as is, but
It's a mess, slightly difficult to read, and we didn't have all the fields filled out. Just because we knew what it was, or at least one of us knew what it was, doesn't mean that we had it there yet. So
I
we're
just
gonna have to
wanted-
run through and get mechanicals.
I just wanted the descriptions filled out, that was all. And then Tal's like, okay, we gotta throw the logo on here, we gotta reformat this, we gotta do this, this, and this, and I'm just like, well, okay.
Yes. Branding, Zim. Branding. And by throwing branding on it, we can claim a Creative Commons really easily.
Fair. And yeah, Key, we can absolutely put that in. The main thing I am considering is when it comes to the contract and such, is stuff like, it's stuff like, how do we handle the playtest players or the storytellers and such? I know the storytellers especially, I want to give at least something to, because they do a lot of work running these things. They do get a share of the tips, but I don't know, I feel like they should get a little bit more, but then do I give stuff to the players, or...
Under normal circumstances, volunteer playtesting, they are getting something out of it. They should get special recognition on document, but these sound like discussions that maybe I shouldn't be doing on stream.
Yeah.
Maybe a group chat with at least the main devs starting off to come up with concepts, and then maybe include the storytellers as backup concepts, and then we can pull in the other people afterwards and discuss in a group.
Yeah, that sounds good.
I'll treat these like one of my work meetings. Yay. Important people are going to discuss a bunch of stuff, and then the regular people are going to come in and complain about it. Oh, man. Alright, I'm gonna go get a drink, though, before we have to start up game here, because we got 5 minutes, it looks like.
Alright. And yes, Key, you absolutely should.
I mean, I can, I just don't think it'd work too well, because corporate nitwits don't taste good. So I can't just erase them. I wish I could.
Well, if you have feedback, Neo, I would be very happy to hear it. But I'm gonna go ahead and call this recording here. We'll be back shortly with Lost in Chaos, our side game. Hello, Sky. Check out our website, zgfgaming.com. We've got links for our Discord, Telegram, Mastodon, Blue Sky, Patreon, and more. They are on the website as well as down in the description below through our link tree. Thank you to my patrons, tippers, and subscribers. It is your support that keeps this channel alive and going. I cannot do this without your guys' help and your support, so thank you. Consider becoming a patron over at patreon.com/zgfgaming. It's one of the best ways to support the channel, though you can also do so by sharing the stream around, as well as coming by, hanging out, grabbing packs of cards through Stream Loots, or you can also help out by subscribing to us through Stream Loots. And there's also our Humble Bundle partner link that you can use. And lastly, don't forget to slap stickers on the screen. They are great. But for now, thank you all so much for joining, and I bid you the most fondest adieu.
Goodbye.